Alright, Mr. Caesar, I wanted to get you guys a quick update on the house real quick, just so you can kind of keep up with us out here on the job site. I don't know how often you get the chance to get out here and take a look at the house, but as you can see, we got the drainage plane done here. We're actually getting ready to start siding here relatively quick. First thing you're going to see is the metal and soffit go up, and then they're going to actually start on the siding. As you can see right here, we got the siding ready to go on site. So hopefully they'll be starting that this weekend. I think they said they were trying to work over the weekend to try to catch up. So they actually should have started today, but I think they're just a little bit behind. But as far as the inside of the house, we are right on the money inside. So as you can see, we've got drywall up inside. This is the garage here. So I'll take you inside and kind of show you some of the stuff that I typically look for on my drywall installs. I think this is probably a good area right here. So some of the stuff that I look for, I pretty much call this low-hanging fruit from an inspection standpoint. The stuff that I'm typically looking for is, I always pay attention to these longer walls that you see right here. Anytime I've got an overlap in the seams of my drywall, you can kind of see one right there. Hopefully you can see that over the window. You can see it a little bit better right there. And then you got that overlap there. I always like to make sure we have at least one stud bay worth of overlap. As you can see, you got 1, 2, 3, almost 4 stud bays worth of overlap on that sheetrock there. So that's always good. That's some stuff that I'm looking for. There's not a lot of really long walls like that in your house, but on the ones that we do have that overlap, that's what I'm looking for, just to make sure we're not installing the sheetrock improperly. Typically what happens if you get, one end over the other end, or seam to seam, you'll eventually start seeing some drywall cracking right there. So you always want to offset those seams. Another thing that I always like to look for is sheetrock being held off of your concrete. You always want to at least have, say, anywhere from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. They can be more, that's not a problem. But you always want to hold that sheetrock off the concrete just so it's not soaking up any extra moisture as it sits on the concrete. Concrete takes about 2 years for it to fully cure. So in the meantime, you're going to have moisture expelling from the concrete, and we don't want the sheetrock to soak that up. So that's why I always look for that. Let's go upstairs and see how they did up here.